Bula, Fiji, a country with over 330 islands, has a diverse population of over 936,000, mainly Itoke and Fijians of Indian descent, along with Asian, Polynesians, and a European ethnic community. As of 2023, there were marginally more males than females in Fiji's population. English is the official language, although Itoke and Hindi are also commonly spoken. Fiji's economy relies on tourism, but remittances have become the second major earner ahead of sugar and timber. Fiji's financial sector is relatively small but diverse, including commercial banks, insurance companies, and investment funds, overseen by the RBF. Beyond its main roles of ensuring external and price stability and a sound financial sector, the Reserve Bank promotes an inclusive and equitable financial system which aims to make financial services accessible and affordable for every Fijian. In 2008, Fiji joined other Pacific Island finance ministers to ratify the Coombs Declaration, which recognized financial capability of low-income households in promoting inclusive and sustainable growth. Subsequently, the Reserve Bank formed the Financial System Development Group to focus on financial inclusion, a strategic move that expanded the central bank's traditional roles. At the same time, it established the National Financial Inclusion Task Force to lead the implementation of Fiji's first medium-term financial inclusion strategy, which aimed to bank 150,000 Fijians by 2014, a target it has since surpassed. In 2009, the RBF launched a policy on minimum requirements for microfinance units for commercial banks, aimed at reaching the financially excluded. In the same year, it established a flood rehabilitation concessional loan facility for eligible businesses to assist with their recovery. In subsequent years, the bank further enhanced the facility to improve the support to businesses affected by all natural disasters and pandemics. To date, the facility has disbursed over $514 million to over 6,000 businesses. In 2010, mobile money was introduced, making the advent of digital financial services. This coincided with the implementation of a complaints management policy to ensure accessible and fair avenues for redress for consumers. Agent banking guidelines were also issued to enable commercial banks to expand their reach into rural and maritime areas. As the RBF has made strides in its financial inclusion, it joined the AFI membership in September 2011 and has since made significant commitments under the Maya Declaration to reinforce its continued commitment to serving the financially excluded and underserved. Following the end of its first strategy period, Fiji undertook its first demand-side survey, which showed that 64% of adults had bank accounts, more of men than women, resulting in a 16% gender gap. Against this backdrop, Fiji launched its second strategy to accelerate financial inclusion with a focus on MSME development and women, therefore garnering the support of its partners to achieve its targets. For instance, in partnership with the UNCDF, the Reserve Bank launched Fiji's first financial literacy television program in the indigenous language, which has since aired 6 seasons with a 7th currently underway. In 2016, the Fiji government introduced a credit guarantee facility through the central bank to support lending to MSMEs. The facility guarantees 60% of the principal loan outstanding and a higher 75% for women-owned MSMEs. In the same year, the RBF hosted the 8th AFI Global Policy Forum with the theme Building the Pillars of Sustainable Inclusion. This landmark event, attended by 116 member institutions from 94 countries, concluded with a renewed focus on gender, with many countries making additional Maya commitments. Between 2016 and 2018, there was an explosion in mobile technology usage. This saw mobile money platforms become the primary channel to transfer funds, support to beneficiaries through disaster rehabilitation and adaptation efforts. In efforts to accelerate the transition to renewable energy use and greater energy efficiency, the Reserve Bank provides a concessional lending for business, which to date has totaled over 108 million Fijian dollars. In 2019, the RBF issued a policy on the provision of annual disaggregated data by licensed financial institutions by sex, age, and location to track progress and inform of strategic activities. Also in 2019, the FinTech Regulatory Sandbox was launched, garnering interest from various fintechs to test their innovative products through the RBF. In another key reform, the Fiji government approved a second transactions law, introducing legislative changes and a digital collateral registry for personal property to allow for the use of various movable property as collateral for second secured lending. At the conclusion of the second strategy, our second demand-side survey revealed a leap in financial inclusion to 84%. The gender gap in financial services access had fallen to 11.6%, and financial literacy campaigns had reached 74% of the population. Challenges remained with mobile money and digital financial services, while awareness and engagement with green finance and climate-resilient insurance products were low. Against this backdrop, the third and current strategy was launched, aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Four key pillars of the strategy are inclusive finance, digital financial services, MSME finance, and consumer protection. Today, we have proudly surpassed our short-term goals with 86.9% of adults financially included in 2023, 81.7% of whom are women, surpassing our 2024 targets. On DFS, we far exceeded our 2024 goal of 31% by reaching 71.6% of adults with active mobile money accounts in 2023. Overall, we have surpassed our initial target of 150,000 by 2010 by bringing 549,448 adult Fijians, over half the population, into the formal financial sector. Under the consumer protection pillar, the RBF recently approved two policies aimed at strengthening the link between consumer empowerment and market conduct. The first being the management of conduct and culture risk by supervised entities, and the second, the protection and fair treatment of financial consumers. To boost financial literacy, the Reserve Bank and its partners offer comprehensive programs including workshops and broadcasts in the local languages. Training is also offered to community leaders, fostering a sustainable network of local educators. Additionally, we're leveraging social media to raise financial awareness, collaborating with influencers to counter scams and promote savvy financial practices through engaging online content. Fiji continues to face escalating challenges due to climate change, including stronger cyclones, rising sea levels, and community displacement. As a central bank, the promotion of disaster risk financing instruments are critical interventions to helping build Fiji's adaptation and resilience to these disasters. In 2017, Fiji issued a 100 million sovereign green bond, the first for any emerging market, to support building resilient infrastructure and promoting sustainable development. In 2022, Fiji issued a $20 million sovereign blue bond to fund marine conservation and protect vital ecosystems in the face of climate change. In 2021, the RBF partnered with the United Nations Pacific Insurance and Climate Adaptation Program in the rollout of the first parametric insurance product, a weather index-based insurance that provides quick payouts based on specific weather parameters being met. The product, a variant of which was tested in the regulatory sandbox, has to date paid over US $100,000 to over 100 beneficiaries, including a significant proportion of women and persons with disabilities. Furthermore, with the support of the International Finance Corporation, the RBF is developing a green finance taxonomy and guidelines on reporting and disclosure requirements in line with environmental, social, and governance considerations. Our journey began with a bold vision to achieve financial inclusion for every Fijian. This ambitious goal required more than just our solo efforts. It demanded collaboration. Key to our success has been the diverse array of stakeholders and partners, from task forces to working groups and strategic collaborations with donors and agencies. Our collective and coordinated efforts have been crucial. We extend our deepest gratitude to all of our partners, our financial institutions, private sector stakeholders, multilateral agencies and donor partners, including the UNCDF, World Bank, IFC, ADB, ESCAP, and AFI. We also thank our regional and central bank allies. Your support has been instrumental in our progress. Alongside our AFI members, we've made significant strides towards greater financial inclusion. Thousands of Fijians have been now better off thanks to our collaborative efforts. Yet our work is not done. We remain dedicated to creating a world where everyone has the chance to succeed financially. we aim to make a difference, one individual at a time, whether it's a woman, a child, a business, or a person with special needs. Every effort counts, no matter how small. Financial inclusion is more than just our quantitative measures. It's about making a meaningful difference in people's lives. Ultimately, it's about the positive change each of us can bring to the world.